Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Melinda. So in today's video, I am going to be giving you guys 6 tips to help reduce frizz in your wavy or curly hair. So as you can see, I do have wavy hair, but I think these tips for the most part will help you even if you have like curlier hair than I do. But yeah, it's just a few things that I've kind of figured out along the way on my wavy hair journey. So if you're interested in my 6 tips to help reduce frizz, then just keep watching. Okay, so my first tip is not to scrunch out your gel cast before your hair is completely dry. So I know for a lot of people this might seem very obvious, but it can sometimes be a little bit hard to tell if your hair is fully dry or not. But I've noticed that if I scrunch my hair out before every single section of my hair is completely dried, it will create so much frizz. So the part of my hair that tends to take the longest to dry is like right around here. So what I'll do is I'll just like kind of lightly press my hands all over my scalp and then like kind of gently squeeze my hair just to make sure that it doesn't feel like cold or damp even on like the inside. You want to give the gel the best chance possible to seal in all of the frizz. That's why we're applying the gel, is to just like seal in your moisture and kind of smooth everything down. So you want to give the gel a chance to fully harden once your hair has dried underneath, and that is going to help reduce so much frizz for you. So don't like get excited. And I know sometimes if your hair is like looking really good, you just want to hurry up and see the finished product, but it's not worth it. It's going to create so much more frizz for you. So don't scrunch your gel cast out until your hair has completely dried. Okay, so tip number 2 is don't try to like detangle or pull out any frizzy looking pieces while your hair is in the drying process. Again, you're gonna notice I'm really big on just leaving your hair alone until it's completely dry. I try to mess with my hair as little as possible until it's fully dry, because doing anything to it while it's like forming its shape is going to cause frizz. There was one time where I had like a little curl clump that had like this little piece of hair that was like sticking out of it and like in a little bit of a knot, and I was like, oh, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. I'm just gonna like pull it out and smooth it down, and then I'll just like try and squeeze it back into the curl clump. No, it literally caused such a huge chunk of frizz right here, and I was so mad at myself. And then there wasn't really anything I could do at that point because my hair had dried and I made it frizzy for no reason. So a lot of times my hair will look a little bit like frizzy and messy while it's drying, but then once it's completely dried, it'll actually like, you can't even tell how frizzy it was. Does that make any sense? I don't know, but basically while your hair is drying is not the time to like detangle your hair, especially if it's like already halfway dry. If you do want to detangle, I would definitely just detangle really well in the shower, and then if you want to kind of rake your products into your hair as you're applying them, that kind of detangles while you're applying your products. But definitely don't go back through and try to like pull out little knots, because that's just going to create a lot of frizz if your hair's already started the drying process. Even if my hair does look a little bit more tangly or frizzy than what it normally looks like, I just try not to panic. I still let it fully finish drying, and then once it's dry, then I'll kind of take my fingers and like rake out some more of those knots and just like very gently finger detangle. But again, I won't do that until my hair is dry, just because my hair doesn't get as frizzy if I like gently pull out little tangles once it's fully dry. That may be different for some people. I know some people's hair gets really frizzy if they mess with it after it's dry. I mean, I think the best time to detangle is really when your hair is still sopping wet, so it has a chance to clump back together. But if you absolutely have to like fix something, I wouldn't do it while your hair is still drying. Tip number 3 is something that I actually mentioned in a recent video of mine. So or maybe it was on my curly hair Instagram. By the way, that reminds me, if you're interested, I do have my like normal Instagram account that I just like post everything on, but I also created a new Instagram account where I just talk about my wavy hair. I talk about all the products I use, and I'm actually doing a little bit of like a challenge, I guess you could call it, where I'm calling it 15 days of waves. So I show you guys a picture of my hair every single day on my good hair days and my bad hair days, and kind of how I fix my hair every day to make it look halfway decent, or sometimes it just looks like crap. But anyways, if you want to follow that page, go ahead and you'll get to see more behind the scenes of what my hair looks like all the time, and then more of my like favorite products too. Anyway, so I mentioned this trick that I have been using lately, which is if my hair just finished drying and like I have the nice hard gel cast on it and I'm about to go to bed, I actually will not scrunch out my gel cast before I go to sleep, just because I've noticed that if I scrunch out my gel cast and then go to bed, sleeping on my hair just further messes up my hair and kind of disturbs my curls and my waves. So what I'll do is I'll actually leave the gel cast in my hair and let my sleeping kind of break it off and mess my hair up for me. So again, that's just so I'm not like doubly messing up my hair. It's just a very small thing that can help a lot with minimizing a little bit more of that frizz. I do want to say really quickly, obviously this whole video is about how to prevent frizz, but you're going to have a little bit of frizz, and also if you want volume, you're definitely going to need to have frizz unless you just have a ton of hair. But most people do have frizz. You're probably not going to be able to eliminate it completely. That's just kind of how it is. So I don't hate all frizz. My hair is like pretty frizzy today, but it's giving me a lot of volume. So you just gotta kind of deal with a little bit of it. Okay, tip number 4 for my wavy haired girls is don't skip the leave-in conditioner. So my favorite styling combos for my hair type specifically is a good leave-in conditioner sealed in with a good gel. That is just what I found works so well for wavy hair. I've also seen a lot of other girls with wavy hair use a leave-in conditioner and then a gel. I know a lot of people when they're first starting out on their like wavy hair journey, they tend to go more towards just like a high hold gel or like a high hold mousse and hairsprays and those things that make your hair like really stiff and crunchy, which if you want that look, go for it. But if you want more of like a softer wave that almost feels like you don't even have product in your hair, I would definitely recommend a leave-in conditioner and then a gel, because basically the leave-in conditioner helps to add a lot of that moisture into your hair to kind of like smooth it down and make your hair really soft and manageable, and then the gel seals all of that in. And I like to use like a light to medium hold gel that'll still give me a nice gel cast, so it's still like drying very smooth and I'm not getting a ton of flyaways and frizz during the drying process. Basically, using a leave-in kind of helps smooth your hair out a little bit more than just using a gel would, and it also kind of helps you feel like you don't have to overcompensate and use a ton of gel because your hair is still drying frizzy. So just using a little bit of a gel or a little bit of a leave-in and a little bit of a gel gives your hair a softer wave, as opposed to just like pouring in a crap ton of gel because your hair keeps drying frizzy. So if you have wavy hair, don't skip your leave-in conditioner. 2 that I really love right now is the Kinky Curly Not Today leave-in detangler. This is so good. I don't believe it has protein in it, but it still helps to really enhance your curls, and it'll give you a little bit of a tighter curl, which is nice. And it also just like really does a great job at smoothing your hair down. And then the other one is this Pureology 21 Essential Benefits Color Fanatic leave-in conditioner. So this, if you have like frizzy dry ends, I would highly recommend this. I use this when my hair was just like bleached and damaged and like crispy on the ends. The ends were so fried and frizzy. No matter how much product I put in my hair, it would still dry frizzy and just look so unhealthy and gross. But this seriously saved my hair, and I just cannot recommend it enough, especially if you have like really dry, damaged ends. This, you will love it, trust me. So don't skip your leave-ins. Okay, tip number 5 is kind of a weird tip, and I'm not even sure if I know how to explain this, but it's something I've noticed that causes so much frizz in my hair, so I'm gonna share it with you guys. So when your hair is drying, I would not recommend putting on like a big hoodie like this that has a hood in the back that's going to cause a lot of like friction on your hair. I like to wear just like a nice cotton t-shirt where my hair can just sit completely smooth down my back and it's not going to be disturbed a lot. And then also I've noticed that if I leave my robe on, I put on like this big fluffy red robe after I get out of the shower. If I leave that robe on while my hair is drying, it also has like a really big neckline similar to a hood, to where it's just like my hair is kind of sitting up on something, and I feel like that's just creating a lot of friction in my hair. So I would just recommend not wearing anything that's going to be super bulky around your neck. Again, a cotton t-shirt is a really great idea. I'm not sure if it's like the material that hoodies and my robe is made out of that creates a lot of frizz, or if it's just having this like bulky thing in the back that's rubbing on my hair. I have noticed though that my robe is made out of polyester and my hoodies tend to be made out of like half cotton, half polyester. So I'm wondering if it's the polyester that's just like really causing frizz in my hair. But whenever I let my hair air dry with a robe on or a hoodie that's polyester, I do notice so much frizz. It's ridiculous. My hair almost never dries nice if I have one of those things on. So yeah, I will just put my robe on as I'm applying products, and as soon as I put the last product in my hair, I take that robe off immediately and I put on a t-shirt that I know isn't going to cause a lot of frizz in my hair. I know it's kind of a weird thing, but that was something I never really thought about, so hopefully that can help you guys. So my last and final tip has to do with diffusing, which if you've been watching a lot of my videos, diffusing is actually pretty new to me. I haven't ever really liked doing it, but I'm actually going to be posting a new routine video here soon of a diffusing technique that I've really been enjoying, and it's actually been helping with my dry time a lot. But if you're getting a lot of frizz while you're diffusing your hair, you could just be using your diffuser wrong, or just in a way that is not going to give you the best result, I guess. So a technique that I've started using that really helps to minimize a lot of frizz is called pixie diffusing. So basically what you do is you take your diffuser while it's off and you put your hair in the diffuser, you put it all the way up to your scalp, and then you turn the diffuser on, and then when you're ready to let your hair down, you turn the diffuser off, and then you pull your hair out. So what I used to do is I would just leave the diffuser on completely high heat and like high blow strength and everything, and I was just going up and down with my hair, and that caused so much frizz. It was ridiculous because you're just being, first of all, you're being really aggressive with your hair as it's drying, but also it's just like blowing a lot of the hairs around and just really not helping you to form like nice smooth curl clumps. So yeah, I would definitely recommend trying that pixie diffusing technique, and I think it will potentially help you if you're struggling with frizz. I'm gonna give you guys a bonus tip because one of you guys actually commented this on my diffusing video where I tried diffusing for the first time. So someone said that they would recommend to not use high heat on your diffuser. I was using high heat in my video because I was honestly just really impatient. I wasn't in the mood to like be diffusing my hair, so I wanted the process to go faster. But this girl said that when she used high heat, it caused a lot of extra frizz for her, and I've actually noticed the same thing. So since then, I don't use high heat when I'm diffusing anymore. So I will set my diffuser on like the medium blow strength and then the medium heat setting, and that really has helped so much with decreasing the frizz. So I know it's really tempting to like set your diffuser all the way up and just like get the job done faster, but I noticed for my hair specifically that I don't get the best results when I do it that way. So yeah, that was a little bonus tip, so you're welcome. Okay, you guys, that completes this video. That was my 6 tips plus a bonus tip for how to reduce frizz in your wavy or curly hair. I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to. Don't forget to follow my wavy hair Instagram account. It might help you guys out, so feel free to leave any comments or questions down below. Okay, you guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Bless you.